morning. Welcome back to Travels with Tommy and Lori. We are right now at Chickamauga Battlefield. It's in northern part of Georgia and parts of Tennessee. I think it's 9,000 acres. Something you definitely don't walk, but we're out in front of the visitor center. We're going to go in and hopefully they'll be open. We're not sure yet. And then you just take your car and you go in it. They're all numbered and you go from one.
You can't walk it. It has hiking trails.
Yeah, we're not doing that. So, so we're just going to go inside and see what all they have. See you inside. So, yeah, we can't go in. So, this is one of the battlefields. And I picked a bad spot to show you, but way over yonder I seen the cannon, and there's some setting up on the hill, and
somebody's taking their senior pictures over there, so we're not going to disturb them.
Nah, so, but yeah, that's right here in the parking lot, and this is at the visitor center. It's just one of the big battlefields. We're gonna start off doing the drive tour and go down and take a look at all the. There's some old houses. There's some barns.
Yeah, like the officer cabins. And
yeah, of course, cannons. Maybe a ghost here and there.
Also, yeah, what he said. I came out here a long time ago to do some spirit photography. You know, for those of you not in the know, it's where you catch like the orbs and the vortexes and stuff. Got some good pictures. I'll include them in the video after I put everything together. But yeah, this place can get seriously creepy in some of the parts, and you know, I mean, there was a lot of death here, so where there's death, there's most likely ghosts.
So we're just gonna, I can get back in the car after driving 2 hours and do the drive tour and go check out the.
We'll get out and show you some cool places.
Yeah.
Congress established this park in 1890. It was the nation's first national military park. It was created in order to preserve and commemorate the landscape where Union and Confederate forces clashed over control of the city of Chattanooga in the fall of 1863. Look west through the woods into Kelly Field, part of the Kelly Farmstead. Intense fighting on the previous day pushed the Federal battle line to this position. The line ran from the northern portion of Kelly Field through the woods to the north and down the road to the south. From the east, the Confederates assaulted this Union position. In 1863, this area of the battlefield was wooded, but more open than what we see today. Local farmers, including the Kelly family, allowed their livestock to freely forage, which cleaned out much of the forest understory. Additionally, a large cedar glade stretched to the east, giving Union artillerists a deadly field of fire. The Federals built rudimentary breastworks along this line using fence rails, logs, brush, rocks, and boxes.
It appears that the Confederate was on that side, I think, and the other ones was on this side. So it's only like 100 yards through the woods. And apparently, from what I was reading, they fought from like noon to dark and lost quite a few people just right here. And then they advanced back towards where the visitor center is, that way. And then this group went that way. And then I think they met up around that way.
Brotnover served in the 10th Wisconsin Infantry.
As soon as it was light, we were marched to the front, in line with the rest of our brigade. By this time, we were in good fighting condition. Everybody was anxious to go ahead and do something. We were about out of provisions, too. Even water was scarce with us. All the forenoon, we were moved around in the woods without seeing the enemy. The bullets came by our heads and several men were hit. Then we were ordered to lay up logs for breastworks and get behind it quick.
So this is our stop number 5. And there's a big monument right over here. I went up in it a few years ago. It's pretty cool. But what do you have to say?
This is literally one of the most haunted places in Georgia, and I'm smiling about it like it's a good thing. It's really not, but it was one of the bloodiest battles out here. So some of the legends say that, you know, call it the devil, whatever you want, but you come out here a certain time at night, you know, you can not only will you have other experiences, but supposedly there's red eyes that come out, and you know, it's supposed to be the driving force of the war. Just telling you.
No, they know down here. Frogs.
That's not true.
Crickets.
That's not true.
But the field is pretty huge. And as in the thing we just listened to, you could walk from one end to the other and never touch the ground from all the bodies that were out here. So it was one of the bloodiest battles at Chickamauga.
Ghosts. Ghosts.
Well, we're not going to be out here at night, so we can't verify.
I did try to talk him into one time, because you can camp out here. I did try to talk him into camping out here, but he never would, because he's a scaredy cat.
Well, we're going to go on to the next stop. We're trying to find this little cabin that we seen
A long time ago.
But we'll find it. We'll take a look at it. Well, right there behind us is a cabin that was not here then. But there was a cabin right around here. That was the Snodgrass family. And there was 7, I think I said?
Yeah.
7 of them. And when all the battle started here, they actually used the house as a hospital to be able to patch up where they could patch up. And I was just reading here that the total of Union that was killed was 16,000. And the Confederate was almost 21,000 people killed at casualty of Chickamauga. What? So there's
a lot of ghosts.
Lori's thinking that there's 36,000 ghosts somewhere around here. So we hadn't found one yet, but
it's not true.
Today.
So.
Although
he did think something grabbed my foot by there, but it was just Briars.
But yeah, this was the Snodgrass family used their house for a hospital to patch
I'm
up.
sure they didn't choose.
No, they probably didn't.
It was appropriated, you know.
No,
because they could do that back then.
And it's pretty good size field on. But it is just a little, I don't know why it's got 3 doors on it. It sounds kind of odd, but
I think that's the way they built the replica.
Yeah, probably. That way you can look around. But it's pretty cool.
Yep.
So if y'all get a chance, definitely come
love
out
history.
to
History
Chickamauga.
Next to rocks, which actually geology is history of the earth. But I love history. My favorite history is Tudor history. But we don't live in England. This is what we got. History, though.
Yep. So we will see y'all in a little bit.
I want to take an opportunity to just say that in no way, shape, or form are we political people. We are both lovers of history. Regardless of what's going on with the world today, this is still part of who we are, and I am a firm believer that you cannot move forward until you make peace with the past and, teach your children not to allow history to repeat itself. So, every once in a while I like to return to places like this to kind of remind myself of where we are and where my hope is that we go in the future. Aside from that, again, if you know me, you know that I'm, interested in the paranormal, supernatural type of stuff. So this place is a plethora of energy in that regard. So, take it for what it is. Hope this don't offend anybody. So, hope you'll continue watching from this point forward. You can see our vlog got rained out.
Yeah, we got a little bit of rain right now.
Hopefully it'll stop, maybe.
But the weatherman said it wasn't gonna rain. So
Surprise!
he graduated 3rd in his class.
But this is what Chattanooga kind of looks like.
Well, downtown Chattanooga.
Which is one of my favorite little cities to visit. I love Chattanooga. We'll get back to you if the rain stops. So again, out of the way places we'll take you to. We are fixing to go to Craven House, which was a site of another battle in the Civil War. And it's a pretty cool, really old house that actually overlooks the entire city of Chattanooga. I don't know how much we'll be able to see because of the weather, but we'll see. This is probably one of the coolest houses. It is not open to the public. This isn't Craven House. This is Hardy House, which is right next door. I got to see it one time. Actually, I guess somebody's bought it now and they put no trespassing signs up and stuff, but they were working on it and it was open. The property was open, so we went through and looked, and it was so cool. And I got pictures of that I will add onto this vlog too, since now you can't see it. But that was the carriage house. And then the big house is, you can see the rooftop.
You can see the roof
over there. It's got the real slate pieces on the roof.
And right out front is a huge monument. Well, there's several of them out here. We'll walk around. There's some big rocks right here in the parking lot. And I've never seen this many people up here. Like I said, it's pretty good size. But there's a bunch of different stuff like that around here. But that over there is the Craven house. We're gonna walk over there next.
And you can see there's quite a few cars in the parking lot.
Quite a few. Well, we're beside the Craven house. You can kind of see.
Not Corona. On a clear day, you can see all the way. You can see the whole of Chattanooga.
Yeah, it's clearing up a little bit, but oh, sorry, it's clearing up a little bit, but we still probably about 30 minutes. It should be cleared up pretty good.
So this is my probably 5th time being here, and it's weird that every time I come back, you're a little more restricted. Used to be, you could walk over. There's a porch over here. You could walk on that. They've got that gated off. There's a downstairs level down there. You used to be able to walk down to.
But
This house, as far as I know, has never been actually open to the public.
yeah, I don't think
I
so.
used to go on the porch and just take pictures through the windows.
And there's another monument over here. It's New York. Pretty good. It's just a small part where they could oversee downtown Chattanooga and see who was coming.
Yeah, because all the battles were fought down that hill.
So it's pretty cool. I'm gonna try to talk Lori into walking down this trail.
Well, Tommy led me all through the grass instead of on the paved path, and I'm wearing flip-flops. So now my feet are sliding all in my flip-flops.
So we're gonna see if we can figure out where we're at, and then maybe we will.
Pretty sure we're lost in the woods. It's way back that way was where we come from. And it's still way up that way where we gotta go. It's beautiful. It's raining. It's a little humid. It's not hot, but it's a little humid. But yeah, there was a point where the trail split, and I'm not sure we went the right way. So if this doesn't get published, you know, Mama, I love you. I love you so much. Vanessa, I love you. We're gonna be fine. I'm just kidding. We might run up on a bear though. That is a possibility. So, and I had a dream about him. So we'll see. Anyway, I'll check back later if I ain't dead.
All right, well, we're out in the middle of the woods. And apparently...
I already filmed my own SOS.
Oh,
Because you left me. He left me.
I forged ahead to check out
That's what he
for
said.
bears, but I don't know how much farther it is. But we got somewhere else we got to be. The trail looks like it's another couple hundred yards that way, but then it goes down in the hill too. So we're gonna go back this way, and then maybe.
I'm still not 100% convinced we took the right way.
We did. This is the Rifle Pits Trail. I put it up on GPS.
You don't know shit from Chattanooga.
But I pulled it up on GPS, so
Okay, whatever.
now we got to go get something to eat. Not we come in one trail, and like we forked off 18 times.
It had 2 forks.
This is not the Blair Witch Project.
You don't know.
So
Ghosts.
2 forks, 1.
Ghosts. We are in like a, you know.
Whatever. Trail's nice and easy. So
Anyway.
we're gonna walk back out of here. Well, if you're a hiker, I mean, there's plenty.
Yeah, it's a nice walk.
There's another trail up on the ridge that goes to a sunset lookout or something.
Yeah.
But it's a mile and a half long.
Yeah.
So we didn't have time to do that. They said it took about 45 minutes each way.
So we gotta be home. So we got.
We got stuff to do.
Yep.
So we're gonna go get us something to eat now. We'll see y'all there.
All right. So this is where I was talking about the trail split. Tommy said he didn't believe me, right? But here we are at the fork, and this actually looks like something. Back up yonder didn't look like anything. So I'm gonna flip you around and let you see, and you tell me what you think. See, like there's all kinds of outcroppings and stuff out here. And this is supposed to be like, or we were supposed to be going to look at was the rifle pits. Well, you can see down there, there's a pit. And it looks like this will provide some pretty good cover. So I'm thinking, I don't know what the hell that sign's talking about, heavy slashings of timber outside of works. It's not like any of these trees on the ground are from that time, but anywho, I'm thinking that's what this was. I think this was the rifle pits. So, just my opinion. Hashtag just saying.
All right, as promised, we're stopping for our lunch. We've ate here once before. It's Champy's downtown
Chattanooga.
Chattanooga. It's on Martin Luther King. Great.
Probably one of the best fried chicken.
Some of.
Yeah. It's not better than Gus's.
Yeah, Gus's in Memphis was
Yeah.
pretty spot on, but this is pretty good too. It's squared out. It's nice and juicy. So
Yeah, they got tamales too, so
that's probably what she's gonna get.
chicken and tamales.
So let's go try this out.
All right, as promised, here are what I consider to be spirit pics from Chickamauga battlefield as well as Chattanooga. And you see I blew the pictures up and kind of pointed out what I was looking at. The ones you're going to come to in a second with the underground garage is supposedly part of the Underground Railroad. According to the Chattanooga Historical Society, where this parking garage is, there was a tunnel where they would actually shuttle slaves up from Atlanta into Chattanooga to get them to freedom. So that was a really cool part of Chattanooga history, which I thought was wonderful. We took a walking ghost tour, and they took us through different parts of Chattanooga, But during that photo in the underground area, everybody was taking pictures of where the tunnel was sealed up. But I kind of, just had a feeling, so I turned around and snapped and got some really good orb photos. There was my friend that was with me turned around and snapped a few too. She got them, but other people didn't. So, I don't know. But you be the judge. Just saying. All right, so, just right quick, I just want to get on a soapbox for a second. People, y'all, everybody's talking about wearing a mask and all this stuff because of the virus that's going around and whatever. And I get it if you need to and that makes you feel safe and, makes you feel like you're doing something for everybody else. That's wonderful. However, I just want to point out, you are not, I repeat, you are not as conscious or woke as you think you are if you are throwing your nasty masks down on the ground where somebody has to pick it up and is exposed to whatever you've got. So, let's all try to be a little mindful about that and try to be, a little more conscious of throwing our masks and our gloves and stuff down on the ground. That purple bag happened to be a bag full of used masks. I mean, at least that they put them in something before they threw them on the ground. But I saw quite a few this weekend, and it is really disturbing to me. Throwing your mask on the ground is about the equivalent of not even bothering to wear one. So, just saying. Other than that, I'd really like to thank you guys for coming along with us. It was a really good trip. We know with, the tensions going on right now between the virus and, the riots and the protests and everything, that this might have been a controversial video, and we did struggle about whether or not to even do this trip. But in the end, as I said earlier, I really do think it's so important to talk about this stuff and to get it out in the open and to also, understand that everything that has ever happened in the past is something that can be learned from and moved on from. And if you're not doing that, if you're not looking at where we've come from and applying the lessons learned to where we're going, I mean, we're in for a really long haul. I hope everybody stays safe. I hope that everybody stays healthy. I hope that, you stay with us and you understand what we were, trying to do when we did this video. And I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did making it, because I do have a deep love for Chattanooga. It is probably one of my favorite cities to go to. And there's just so much to do there. There's so much history and, it's just a cool place. It has a cool culture to it and everything. So it's definitely worth it. There are ghost tours. You can do that. We didn't do it this time. This was just a day trip. We went up at like 10 o'clock in the morning and we were back by 6:30 in the evening. So we didn't have time to do a lot of the tours and stuff, but it is worth checking out. But anyway, hope you like, share, and subscribe and hit that notification bell to get notified when we upload new videos. And until then, see you next time. Bye-bye.